Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Welcome to podcast episode number 24. This one is the second video that I made introducing the 32-day circadian rhythm transformation, which starts October the 3rd, 2022. If you are listening to this after that date, we will be running it periodically throughout the year. So best thing to do is always get on the newsletter, improvementwarriorfitness.com/NL, and I'll be announcing it through there. And also follow me on social media everywhere that you can. Instagram, Facebook is sun.yun.jason. Everywhere else is YunTraining. And still on my LinkedIn ban for what I have no idea. But Facebook, I did create a Facebook group. It's a private group. Basically, all my Improvement Warrior University stuff will be going up there, as well as just information about certain topics. So circadian rhythm, blue light, leptin, all that stuff is there. If you want to get into that group, contact me however you want. Email is improvementwarrior@mail.com. You can also text me 614-304-1426, or just contact me on social media, and I will get you into that group. And one thing about that group is Facebook they took my post down on circadian rhythm. So it was the introduction to the circadian rhythm webinar, and they took it down, saying it goes against their standards. So obviously their standards for keeping you sick, keeping you uneducated, keeping you low dopamine, keeping you leptin resistant, and getting sicker all the time. So you know when you're getting censored, you're on the right track. So, and then YouTube also, they took down my autism and autoimmunity podcast, which was my most researched podcast and one of the podcasts I'm most proud of so far. So you can check that out, improvementwarriorfitness.com/autism. It wasn't banned, it was only banned on YouTube, so it's up on the blog, it's up on all the podcast apps and whatnot, so you can still listen to it wherever podcasts are available. But yeah, so I'm just tired of the censorship and all that. But that's it for this rambling. Let's get into the video, and if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, check it out. And of course, we're always looking for reviews for the podcast. Helps it get out there. So leave me a comment on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this podcast. But otherwise, enjoy. Have a great day. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the Improvement Warrior. Just some other things that I forgot to mention that would be rather important for you to know before signing up for this challenge. I'm out, obviously, now in my element. Naked skin, showing to the sun, getting vitamin D. That's one thing. A lot of people just think the sun just gives you vitamin D, but there's a whole host of many things which we're going to talk about in this challenge. But one thing about the eye, everybody knows it's a camera, and we can see with that camera, but it's also the clock function, which I mentioned earlier. Blind people, the clock, obviously the camera doesn't work, but the clock function still does. Okay? Nobody wants to have a bad brain. Nobody wants to have inflammation of the brain. And like I said, the number one organ failure in America is heart. Number two is brain. And coincidentally, those are the areas that have the most mitochondria. And our mitochondria is driven by light. So through the eye, the master circadian clock is known as the suprachiasmatic nucleus. And when you get in this challenge, you will hear a lot about that. It should be as common as water or vitamins or training your legs, training your back. That's how common it should eventually become. It's the master circadian clock. And so right behind the retina sits the suprachiasmatic nucleus. And the retina is actually part of the brain, which a lot of people do not know. So through the eye, you go to through your retina, suprachiasmatic nucleus, that goes to the brain, that goes to all peripheral clocks. So every single organ, every single gene has a peripheral clock. And that delivers the energy information. As long as you're getting the proper light signals, energy and info will be delivered, health will be delivered. If you're getting the wrong light signals, so sunglasses will alter the light spectrum and give you a frequency that is incorrect, give you a time of day that is incorrect. So by being out in the sun, my suprachiasmatic nucleus is able to pick up on the exact time of the day it is, without a clock. Remember, it is a clock. Okay? So the suprachiasmatic nucleus, think of it like the GPS device in your phone. Okay? There's a satellite up above, and that satellite has to run faster than your phone. If it doesn't, you're going to end up 10 miles, 50 miles off of your required destination. Same thing with the eye. Okay, you cover the eye, it's going to make the other clocks go haywire. Okay, so say you have thyroid issues or you have liver issues. Okay, it just simply means your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master clock, is not communicating with the liver or the thyroid clock correctly. Both clocks are off. You have a circadian rhythm.
10 minutes completed. 4 calories, 48 calories.
You have a circadian rhythm disruption. And all diseases can be said to be a circadian rhythm disruption. I say it all the time, your light environment is more important than the food you eat or the exercise that you do. Okay? Sunglasses alter the spectrum of light. Anything that alters the spectrum is, or changes it in any way, is detrimental to our health. This circadian rhythm transformation is all about strengthening the eye and getting your health back. We cannot do that with unhealthy eyes. Okay? If your eyes continue to get worse and worse and worse, you're going to continue to get the modern man diseases. It starts with myopia, which is nearsightedness, which is a disease. Just because it's normal for most people to have it doesn't mean it's the right thing. Doesn't mean it's the proper thing. Okay? 75% of the United States is overweight or obese. Fat. Okay? Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's right. We have to focus on getting healthy. This challenge is all about strengthening the eyes and getting you healthy. Your eyes are basically a bridge to health or disease. A lot of people's bridges are falling down. They're not sturdy. So again, it starts with myopia, but then you've got other eye diseases. Myopia gets worse and worse every 4, 5, 10 years. You need stronger prescriptions. Okay? That shouldn't happen. Then you've got other eye diseases. You've got AMD, acute macular degeneration. You've got retinal detachments. You've got cataracts. These things are not normal, but they are normal in a modern world. However, it's up to you to say, no, I'm not going to be a part of that. I am not going to succumb to these diseases of aging that the ophthalmologists, dermatologists, the doctors, the oncologists, everybody wants me to get, so that I keep paying my money to big pharma, keep paying my money to the doctors, to the hospitals, to the surgeons, and whatnot. Okay? I just want to die peacefully in my sleep because I've reached my limit of what I can do. Register for the challenge. Let's strengthen the eye, strengthen your health, strengthen your energy. The biggest thing you're going to notice is when you fix your circadian rhythm, you're going to notice your sleep, you're going to notice your energy. Are you saying that sunglasses are one of the reasons I have sleep problems, energy problems? It is one of the main drivers for sure. Myopia can be reversed. Pretty much all diseases can be reversed, or at least the symptoms can be greatly reduced. However, not every person can be fixed, and that has to do with mindset. So we are programmed a certain way to believe certain things, and when information comes at us that goes against what we believe, we tend to stick our head in the sand, which we don't want to do when it comes to our health, because we want to, again, be happy and healthy. And most people are not healthy or happy. Okay? So let's strengthen those eyes, register, and let's get healthy. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior. We are always looking for ratings for the podcast. It helps my podcast be found by others looking to improve their life and health, as well as it helps us get ranked higher. So please help us out so that I may continue bringing this life-changing podcast to you and others around the world. Just go to the leave a review section of your favorite podcast listening app and let us know what you think. 5 stars is preferred, but please be honest. Thank you in advance.